kind of dark in here. Hold on a second. It's too dark for me. Okay. Let there be light. Okay, there we go. So welcome to the Witch's Road Tarot Card Game. I was inspired by the TV show Agatha All Along, streaming on Disney Plus. 5 stars. Definitely highly recommend watching that. Okay, so this is a fun little game I just came up with. So basically, I'm going to draw a sign from my sign cards, and I'm going to shuffle them up and pull a sign. Taurus, I already did your reading. Leos and Virgos already did your readings, so you can watch those if you want, or you can watch this one too. The more the merrier. Our bird spirit guide message is the peacock. Okay, this is inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. And I also have moon shining, stay in integrity, and also break through the clouds and find the truth. Okay, so that's why we're on our little Witch's Road mission here. There we go. It's better. So, yeah. We are on the Witch's Road to victory. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. Also, I have Dark Wood, Witch's Tarot, the Witching Hour Oracle, and Celestial and Herbal Oracle. Okay. So, we're going to start with a sign. So let's ask Spirit, Source, please give me a sign, universe. Okay, Sagittarius. Here we go. Lucky, lucky Sags. All right, love is an adventurous sport for Sagittarius, the archer of the zodiac. For their partner, love with Sagittarius is an exhilarating ride. One day, Sagittarius is head over heels in love and deeply committed. The next, they are seeking freedom. To some, this may seem intense, but not to Sagittarius. Their adventurous spirit requires a partner who will let them be wild and carefree without trying to change them. Their fiery emotions and passionate nature are contagious, making everyone around them feel more alive. They live and love in the moment rather than focusing on the past or the future. That is a really good energy to focus on right now. Okay, so I love that energy because we often at times get so caught up and focused on why something happened, right? And it is important to analyze. It is important to unravel and discover the mysteries, especially when you want to do that and give yourself the time and space it needs. But sometimes we need a little bit of a little push, right? A little bit of that, momentum to keep ourselves going and on the right path. Obviously, we're on the witch's path, so we're on the witch's road, okay? So, but we have the, I already read this one, so I'm going to shuffle these up. So we have the Witching Hour Oracle cards by Sherry Goodhart. Okay, this is the deck that I'm using. All right, so I'm going to choose one card here. Conscious, that's for your conscious. Your conscious. Okay, so let's see what your conscious is saying. Whoa! So a few cards flew out, but let's see. Oh, okay, we have the Snow Moon Take Root. The Snow Moon Take Root. I love this energy. It's time for you to take root consciously. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. Alrighty, so let's pull here. I like to start usually with the Herbology Oracle cards. So I'm going to shuffle those up and see what's going on with your conscious. Let us see here. Okay. Ooh, Rosemary, Ancient Memory. Beautiful energy to begin. Okay, you're looking at your memories. and taking root in those memories. Interesting. All right, let's see from the Witch's Tarot what's going on. This is going to link to your hopes and fears. Woo! Okay. So we have here the Three of Pentacles. This very studious, person here. This man here is studying, writing. He has a pentacle on the paper, ink, this like green substance here, candle, cat. So there's a lot of like thinking and analyzing going on here. Maybe you are writing your thoughts and ideas down on paper. That could be it. I think you could be writing like some thoughts and ideas down on paper and just trying to get like a better understanding, like a more keen understanding and awareness of like what's going on. Or you know how like you keep a journal and you write down your thoughts and ideas? You could be writing down events and things that happened in the past that are linking to your hopes and fears. Okay, so let's see what you could be hopeful and fearful. Okay, so we have Three of Cups, gathering. Okay, so I feel like you're afraid of gathering. You're afraid of a... Okay, so if you're... The Dark Wood Tarot goes into your subconscious. That could be where your fears stem from. So, and something in your past and your ancient memories here. Okay, you're trying to use your conscious to tap into your subconscious. So let's go deep into this. See what this is all about. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking for a card here. Okay, here we go. All right, so Six of Swords. Okay, so there's a mother on the shore. There's another woman taking a baby in the boat with her. There's alligators in the swamp area. So I feel like you're afraid that someone is going to come and try and take your joy and happiness, because the Three of Cups is usually a card of happiness and joy and celebration. And you're afraid that someone is trying to keep you from that. Yeah. So let's expand on that and see what that is all about. Let me get another celestial. I gotta shuffle these up a little bit. These do not seem shuffled to me. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle these up. Alrighty. So strength. Yeah, confidence through bravery. Yeah, you have to really show a face of strength and bravery and confidence in order to overcome your fear, which obviously that's like the obvious answer, right? That's what everyone's advice is usually, right? So let's see what the Witch's Tarot has to say. Ooh, the shadow side. Yeah, there's a major like dark force, dark energy that wants to steal your joy and happiness. And it is linked to your past. It is linked to you feeling trapped. Yeah, mother's wort, again, strength. This is really what's going to come in and play a huge role and a huge part in your future, because you are someone who doesn't really forget when people have harmed you or hurt you. It's like take root in those memories of these people who hurt you and remember that past. Like, don't forget that, because as you move into your future here, it's hard for you to do that if you are worried. Okay, but you don't need to be worried because you have a lot of strength. It's strength that's what's carried you through and gotten you to where you are now, which is the present, the self, and the problem. So the present, the self, is this Two of Pentacles, okay? So You're obviously struggling here with this infinite strength because the strength is the infinity symbol as well. Okay, so you're struggling here to find balance and harmony, and obviously that is a problem. But look, Seven of Cups, the wizard with the different cups. Okay, illusions, right? Ideas, like choosing a path forward, making a choice when there's all these choices in front of you. Oh yeah, Four of Swords. See, I feel like there's like a man that's linked to your past because there's a man in this image that looks like, devious, up to no good. Is he rescuing her or is he trying to wish her harm? I can't tell. The swords are dangling above her and she seems like unaware, but there's also a sword in her hand. So maybe she's setting the trap for this like man, right? But there's also this man here who's like overcome with like fear from this shadow dark and energy, right? This like devilish grim reaper looking figure in this cave, right? There's a light behind them. If they can just reach the other side, right? If he can just quickly untie her and make a run for it. But that's not what the image is capturing here. Um, okay, yeah, Eight of Wands. Yeah, this is like a mermaid and she has all these wands above her. She's just chilling there, doesn't look worried at all. I feel like you aren't worried about your past because you have great strength that came from your past, even though it was like the major shadow work, shadow side to it all. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Yeah. See, like you're not afraid of, your worth, your value. Um and I feel like this really does travel into like the future here for you. I'm going to pick some more celestials. The future is saying like don't be afraid of your past. Like take root in knowing your strength. Prosperity, Ace of Coins. Yeah, like know your worth, know your value. Look at her, she's holding the pentacle. um it's like a message from the universe basically saying like prosperity is here for you. Okay. um and let's see what else we have. Let's see what else. Okay, cannabis, detachment. Yeah, like you might have had to have some detachment from the people of your past for quite some time because that was really like what was in your best interest. Okay, it wasn't healthy for you. There's also this external influence of the cannabis detachment. Yeah, Knight of Wands. See, like a rider coming in with a important message for you of strength, of courage, of wisdom, of like endurance. That's your outcome. Yeah, look, Two of Pentacles, right? There's like creepy old tree looking group, like that's a million years old. Uh, been through some shit. With the Two of Pentacles in his hands, okay? Like you have the Two of Pentacles both. This is a very different representation, right? Like you might consciously think of the pentacles like there's an infinite um, strength and willpower in creating an infinite abundance for yourself, of financial gains for yourself, of success for yourself, being prosperous. Like this could have been a dream for you when you were a young boy. And now, or girl, I mean, take what resonates, gender here is not like, I'm not reading for any specific gender, but like the younger version of yourself. Okay. And then, but this version of yourself is very like scared of like, I need to die with like my money, right? Like I need to um like and I don't want to say like hoard your money, but like you could be like very scared or like of losing your wealth and you need to die wealthy. People need to know that you are wealthy when you were older because like you feel like you've achieved something. But does this look like a very pleasant picture? No, it doesn't. I'm not saying like go blow all your money in Vegas or anything like that. I'm just saying like two very different point of views. Like I feel like consciously you're like, "Oh, this is me. This is what I want." But your outcome is like, "Well, this is what it's going to look like if you're not like if you're always like worried about money." There is this really interesting story. I read this a long time ago. I have no idea what book it's from or any of that. But basically, it was a little short kind of story. It was like a book of short stories. And there were two, it's like one of those like fable type style stories. So basically, there are two men. They both live in the same town. They both grow up with like not a lot of money. They both go to work at like whatever mill or, I forget, I think it was like a mill or something that was in the town. And the one man, so basically, um, after work, he would, get his paycheck right at the end of the week, and he would go out and laugh and have fun with his friends. And, he would, not spend all his money, but he would spend it on fun and like entertainment and doing fun, enjoyable things and making connections with people and like going to social things. As he got older and older, he got more and more friends because he went out, and, spent a little money, hanging out with friends, socializing, that kind of thing. And when he got older and older, and then eventually he was dying, and he was surrounded by all his friends, all his family. And then when he died, they all came to his funeral. There's a very different story where there's another man, works at the same mill, never went out, never socialized, never did anything, saved all his money, saved all his money, saved all his money. He did buy a home, and like he didn't have any social connections really with anybody, and people didn't really know him that well. And when they did say hi to him or anything like that, he was so worried about them asking him for money that he just like was very rude to them and like didn't want to talk or anything. And as he got older and older, less and less people like went and saw him or tried to interact with him because they just kind of got like a weird vibe from him, like he didn't really want to socialize or anything. And then when he got older and older, there were less and less people around him. And eventually when he died, there was like nobody showed up to his funeral. Okay, but they say that he died with like a lot of money in his bank account or whatever, right? So it's kind of like, what path do you want to be on? I'm not saying like go blow all your money tomorrow. Like, I'm just saying there has to be that balance, right? It's give and take. It's an infinite energy of like give and take. Like yes, at some time, at some point, you're gonna have like you know say $100 in your bank account, and you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go and do something with this money. I'm gonna go have fun with this money. And then at times you're gonna have $0 in your bank account, and you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna go have fun anyway, right? Like at home or doing whatever. I don't know. Like your mood is still gonna be like happy and fun, but you're not going to be so worried, right? When the bank account hits zero, you're not going to let that defeat you or your mood or how you treat others. The same as when you have money and you don't want to be like stingy and like just closed off from people either. So you got to be careful of what your outcome is, because you really get to tell the story of your own life. You really get to start your own path here. And I feel like for you, it's really important for you to stay in integrity. And it's really important for you to not forget that break through the clouds and find the truth. The truth isn't, oh, like I need to be a rich billionaire that's a total douchebag and nobody likes me, but I don't care because I have a ton of money. Your reality needs to be, it's giving out good energy and then receiving good energy in return. And you're not putting a price tag on that. Yeah, you have to stay in your budget and like, be reasonable. But as long as you're doing that, it's okay to be like fun and have a good time, spend a little money doing something fun and entertaining. Okay. It doesn't need to be all work all the time. It doesn't need to be all that all the time. You can let loose, you can be friendly towards people, and yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm just on and on. Okay, so let's get a celestial card here to kind of tie this all up. I feel like that's the message that the Knight of Wands wants you to know. It's just like you can go out and explore the world a little bit and learn and gain some knowledge. Yeah, you might have to spend a little money on it, but if you want to, if it's worth it to you, then do it, right? Okay. Okay, so Four of Cups, contemplation. Yeah, you're definitely doing like a lot of thinking here, a lot of a lot of thinking here. You're definitely okay. View of my face as I pick up the cards. Okay. Awkward. No. Okay, so you're definitely doing a little like a pensive thinking, right? Like staring into the like that Harry that the memory bowl, the memories in it, like Harry Potter did. So I feel like you're doing some of that right now. So yeah, renewal, the star. Yeah. You're reviving yourself in this brand new renewal of strength and, vitality, and it's all coming together. It's all leading you to the pathway of success here because you have to kind of like contemplate for a while in order to revive yourself, right? In order to get back to yourself. If you're doing too much work and too much, forgetting all that's important and good in your life, where are you drawing your strength from? Where are you drawing your renewal from, right? Sometimes you need to take a break from the chaos and the darkness that is from your past and really focus on more brighter, beautiful future stuff. Okay. So unconsciously, yeah, we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So that's an interesting card to get because you already got that one. Okay. You got the Three of Pentacles up here between conscious and let's see what this one is, hopes and fears. Okay. So it's in alignment with what you're working on, how you are working, right? How are you collaborating with others? How are you working on your relationships, right? It's all determined by how you perceive yourself, right? And how you want others to perceive you, okay? So it's also next to the Seven of Cups, which I think is the problem here, is that like people want to put labels on you or put a specific um, thought process to your work, but it's like you have to have your own process and you have to make that very clear and very known. It's like I'm my own unique brand. I'm my own unique style. I'm not any specific style or brand. I have my own thing. I go with my own flow. I don't really focus on like so much what other people are doing. Yes, there is collaboration here. Yes, there is taking things from your past and adapting like them to your current present situation and future, but you're mostly like learning as you go, sort of. Okay, and that's unconsciously as well. Milk thistle, peaceful warrior. I love this. And she has like a badger on her head. Yeah, you're a very peaceful person. Like you're a pacifist. I feel like you're not someone who like gets very like worked up in like attack mode. You're more like, you know what, like this is something that like maybe has been bothering you, and you're like, okay, now I need to like make it clear that it's bothering me, kind of thing. Especially when you're working with others. And that's why you have people who are very detached, and that's your external influence. Okay. So, uh, let's see. Okay, yeah, Four of Swords. Yeah. See, she does not look too happy. Okay, she looks very agitated. Okay. And your Four of Swords, again, that was in your past. So your past and your future are very very in alignment here, okay? You're unconsciously looking at your past, but you're also consciously looking at your past. What were your lessons of the past, and what are your lessons of today? I feel like the universe really wants you to be very cautious and very self aware when it comes to making connections with people, places, things that do not serve your higher good or your higher purpose. If these people, places, and things are trying to bring you down a level, are trying to dim your light in any way, are trying to drudge up your past, like mistakes or just like human errors that like really you do not have to take any like blame for, or like any harmful feelings in any way, but I feel like it's coming through this reading in a major way, because you do have the shadow side directly linked to your past and your hopes and fears. So let's see, moving forward, um, with the celestial cards, what to do about this. What to do. Okay, yeah. Um, because you like living in the moment, but there's like people who want to try to judge up your past. Okay. Um, okay, the Magician. As above, so below. Yeah, you're going to have to really look, as above, your future, as below, your past. You're really going to have to focus now currently on this beautiful magician energy, because that's really what's going to get you through these hard, difficult times ahead, where your influence is and your future is. This is what's leading up to your influencing of your future is the Magician, and it's leading into your influence. It's influencing you, this magician energy. Okay, yeah, Wheel of Fortune, cycles of life, the cycles of life. Yeah, that's your influence. Okay, so you really are moving in the right direction. You really are moving towards a path of success. However, there are energies that are trying to get in the way of that and trying to make you feel like a low vibrational energy. Okay, so let me just see what's up with that real quick. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we got the Hangman. Yeah. Like, it's when you're stuck and you're feeling like you can't escape or you can't get out of something, um, that's a difficult energy, right? But the Raven is literally holding like this pentacle up here too. So I feel like, yes, you might feel stuck for now, but it's part of the cycles of light. Like, it's literally moving you in the direction of your fortune. So, like, I wouldn't say fight it. I would just say, like, embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Like, embrace it. Yeah. I would say embrace that energy. Um, so as long as it's not something you can't get out of, if you want to, like, you make the rules. Like, anytime you feel like you want to leave or you don't want to participate because the energy is just too off, um, then I would say definitely do that. Yeah, karma. Yeah, definitely karma. Your karma is your influence. Like, you're all about karma. Like, have you put enough good out in the world? Then you're going to receive a lot of good back. If you feel like you haven't done enough, you need to do more, then do more. But don't get yourself to the point where you can't, um, like, leave if you want to, or you can't stop something if it's not working. Okay, that goes for everything across the board, your relationships, your finances, all of it. Whatever you're tied to energetically, the Magician is tied to all of the elements, right? Or I call them elements, right? But you might know them better as, like, I'm not saying air, earth, fire, and water. I'm talking about um, like your tools. Okay, that's probably a better word, tools. The sword, the cup, and the coins, and the wands. Okay, so these are different energies. Like the coins would be all the financial stuff that you're tied to energetically. The wands would be like, I would say wands would be like work or lessons in life, like people you're learning from, or um, like basically like knowledge being shared with you. And I would say your swords are going to be like, um, it's like your intellect, right? Like people's intellect as well. Wands and swords are very similar in that way, but wands are more like peaceful, like the warrior of peace. Um, the peaceful warrior. I feel like because it's next to the four of swords, because you have the four of swords come up twice, it's like you're not a pick up a sword and fight kind of gal or guy, right? You're more like the information you pass along to somebody is going to be more um, direct, right? You're not like, you can be assertive, but you don't necessarily start off that way. Um, Also, like, all the lessons you've learned in life, right? Swords usually are like your defense mechanisms for dealing with troubled people or troubled situations or troubling environments, right? And then I would say your cups are definitely directed toward people's feelings and emotions, and how they're dealing with things, how you're dealing with things. Are they pouring in as equally as they're trying to drink out of the cup? Like, are they trying to take out all your emotional fulfillment that you've self fulfillment that you've filled up yourself with, things like that. So the magician uses all of these tools per se to navigate through challenges and obstacles, navigate along the witch's road, right? The path here. So if you're feeling stuck on the path right now, but it's like an okay stuck, there's a challenge there, right? Is like eventually, you have to move on from something, right? You have to evolve, you have to adapt. But right now, you're like, you know what? I gotta just hang on a little bit longer, because karma is coming, right? Karma finds its way with the cycles of life, right? So, as above, so below. So, that's kind of what you're dealing with here. Yeah, the chariot. Yeah, messages coming in for you moving forward. Um, you know, that's like, I would honestly say that moving forward, that your fortune here is something that you've been deserving for a very, very long time. But how do the hangman and the chariot make any sense? The hangman is a card of like sort of being stuck or staying in a situation or just hanging out a bit and seeing how things um, unfold, right? Because you already know, right? You already got this, but you're tied to energies, right? Karma is going to release you from any toxic negative energies that you're tied to. Okay? You're in that process basically, and the chariot is going to basically just take you away from any negative toxic energies that you are tied to, and put you on that like speedway raceway path to success. Okay? But you have to like be patient and wait. Um, yeah, because you have here this 10 of Pentacles. Okay, there's a tree with all these pentacles. There's a raven there. There's a little cat and kitten next to the tree, and there's like a dark hole into the tree, like into the portal, into off into wherever you're off to. So it's almost like, you know, I don't know, like, would you go off down that hole, like by choice, right? When you know you have, like, you might have, there might be some people, places, and things that are not really like there might be like some seeds of doubt that are placed in your mind, or let's see, let me see here. Okay, yarrow, harmony. Yeah. Like, this is what you long for, is balance and harmony. Okay? But you know that there are energies that you are directly linked to that are not the best of energies. Okay? Um and that's where, karma comes in. That's where you have to sort of like, I feel like you have to leave a situation, right? Leave these situations behind. Take with you what is meant for you only, okay? And leave behind the rest. You don't have to take certain energies with you into the future. King of Wands, yeah. The King of Wands can be a very smart, strong, brave individual, but he also can be like a little full of himself or arrogant at times. So, um, yeah. And Nine of Pentacles, too. Okay. You already know your worth and your value. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that you don't deserve the happiness and the sunshine and all the beauty and light in the world. Okay. Um, but if you're dealing with certain energies that are kind of, I wouldn't say conspiring against you, but I definitely would say are um, testing your abilities, testing your strength and your fortitude. Yeah. Here, look at this. Two of Wands. There's the witch holding her like light, her crystal ball. Okay, with the two wands beside her, torches beside her. Okay, like, you're not afraid of the shadow side of things. You're not afraid of the dark side of things. You are completely aware of them. However, just because you're aware of them doesn't mean you need to let people know that, because you need to sort of like protect yourself or create this sort of like shield against them. Yeah, the wheel of the year. Like, this is your time to shine. This is your time to come out in the open and be your true self. And if people from your past are trying to like uproot you, remember in the beginning, your conscious was take root. And then towards the end of, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, you have a tree growing here. Okay, but if that tree is growing and it's like a dark energy that's like, you know, distorted and just dysfunctional, why have that at all, right? Why have that around you at all? Focus on the positive. Focus on the things that are going to matter the most to you. Yeah, the Emperor, controlling authority. I feel like you need to be the controlling authority in your life, basically, pretty much, because as you move into your year, okay, into your future, what are you taking with you, right? What are you taking with you? Six of Swords. Okay, she's taking a bunch of swords with her. Okay, and swords, um I feel like these are like battles won, like, you there are have been battles that you have won. And I feel like, yeah, in a way, like, you would think, oh, the swords are making holes in the boat and the boat's gonna sink and water's gonna get in there. But you are the magician. Okay, nothing is going to get in there. Okay, you are getting yourself away and out of the energy of people, places, and things around you that are no longer serving your higher good and your higher purpose. You're taking root with yourself. You are creating a beautiful, like, tree of life within yourself, and you're watching as it grows and harmonizes into this beautiful, balanced being that is you. Okay, um It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen a year from now, 10 years, 15, 20 years from now. It's going to happen every day. Every day you're going to be the controlling authority in your life. You're going to decide who you spend your time with, when you decide to spend time with them. You're going to be the emperor of your own life. And when there's these energies that want to come in and sort of like play tricks on you and get you out of your own space and element and like mess with your head a bit, you know you're going to be feeling a little bit stuck. But you know that karma is going to play a major role in getting you out of those situations. So you don't really need to worry so much about them when they happen. Just be aware of them and know that feeling you get. So if you're in a place with a person doing something that doesn't make you feel comfortable or safe, know that you can draw in on your own strength, on your own ability to channel this emperor energy, be your own authority in your life. I'm not saying go around controlling other people and playing mind games and being super manipulating like on the show Survivor, like the villains will do that on Survivor. Uh, which is very entertaining. But in like a real sense, though, you don't want that to be something you do with everyone in your life. You want to, if you're around someone who's like very controlling and manipulative, that's when you have to step up and be the authority in your life, the voice in your life. And not afraid to speak up for yourself and say like I'm done with that, like I'm not going to be participating in any like tomfoolery or something like that. That's like a pretty like, you know, simple way of explaining, when people are being nasty and rude. But like, you know what I mean? When you get that sense that people are not respecting you or just going out of their way to wish you harm or ill will, that's when you're like, yeah, no, I'm not going to put myself in that environment. I'm not going to put myself around those people. And I'm definitely not going to be investing my time or energy or money into things for those people. Okay. So, yeah, 3 of coins goals. Okay. So that is your goal, really, ultimately, is like have a year of happiness, have a year of fulfillment, have a year of richness and amazement and wonder and beauty, and enjoy all the things around you that life has to offer. Don't sit and dwell on the past. You've already worked through that. Don't sit and dwell on whatever's currently happening. Like, move through it, right? Respond with ease, with caution, whatever the case may be. And then move into your future planning where you're excited for a new year. You're ready to be the controlling authority in your own life. You're ready to take back what once you did not have. Like if someone stole your voice away from you, they stole your power, they, manipulated you, whatever happened, whatever they did, don't forget it, right? With 3 of coins, 3 of pentacles, right? Comes up a couple times here. In your unconscious, up in your conscious level, and even at the end here. Okay. Your goal here is not to forget what they did to you, but it's also not to let it keep you from your happiness either. If there's happiness there, there's happiness. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Knight of Swords, courage. There's your final card, courage. That's your wise intellect. Because you have so much strength to draw from. You have so much intelligence to draw from. You don't have to draw on the people of your past for advice or information anymore. They already gave all their advice. They already gave all their information you needed. Thank you. Now you can move forward knowing your strength and your courage. Hey, Mom.